back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Now we're in a little bit of the doldrums news-wise for Star Citizen at the moment, as we all eagerly await the arrival of 3.5 to the PTU, which should come sometime soon. But in the meantime, let's have a look at some of what they showed us in this week's Around the Verse. Now the main feature this week in Around the Verse was all about the Area 18, which is coming in 3.5. Now Area 18 is a Times Square like area which features lots of holographic advertisements. Now in this piece the developers showed us how they're actually decorating Area 18 with all these different types of advertisements, some of those holographic. And they also showed us how they're featuring one of the brands in lore from Star Citizen called Fizz. And basically they showed us how they're developing a water type, a particle effect, which will actually fall down onto the floor of Area 18, and when the player walks through the particles they will experience actually getting soaked by the fizz cascading down on their heads. Now they showed us how they're featuring all different types of brands from Star Citizen, and one of their favourites was the torpedo burritos, which they're hoping will rival Big Benny's as a brand. Now I'm actually hoping to see a Star Citizen pizza, as I tend to eat a lot of pizza. So pretty interesting, and we should see Area 18 very soon when it hits the PTU. Now the developers are continuing to find ways to optimise the game, and one of the systems they've been working on is the projectile manager. Now they've usually not had too many issues with people firing lots of weapons from ships so far in the game, but they've been finding lately that as people put more and more weapons on ships like the Hammerhead, it can cause performance issues. So they've come up with a system to solve this, and basically this enables lots of weapons to be fired at the same time without performance issues. And of course going forward with bigger and bigger ships, more and more weapons will be being fired from them ships, so this will help solve any performance issues. Now if you're interested in Star Citizen lore, this little segment from Adam Weasler will interest you. Now he actually concentrated on 3 fictional holidays for the Star Citizen universe. Now the first one he talked about was Stellar Fortuna, which basically celebrated man's foray into interstellar travel. Basically they all got drunk and had fun at the same time. And the other one was Triggerfish, which replaced April Fool's Day, and that came about by people in the Magnus system pretending they had a 4th planet, and people actually went to look for it, and they were termed Triggerfish. And the other day was Pax Humana. Now this was to do with all the armed services on Earth, and it celebrated humanity coming together as one species, and they actually paraded their military might around New York. So that's pretty interesting if you're interested in Star Citizen holiday lore. Now to coincide with St. Patrick's Day and also celebrate a little bit of Star Citizen lore holidays, there's a sale going on at the moment. Now this features the Ursa rover in a special green livery, and it did feature some green coloured constellation phoenixes, which have all sold out. So if you're interested in picking up a green Ursa rover, check them out on the Roberts Space Industry website. In this week's Reverse to Verse, Gerald Huckleberry talked to members of the IT backroom crew who works for CIG all over the world. Now this was pretty interesting because there was a lot of talk of stories which happened behind the scenes. Now it is an hour long, so obviously there's a lot to cover here. So if you want to find out all about what the IT guys get up to behind the scenes, go and watch Reverse to Verse. Now, one thing I did try this week was actually trying to see if I could get through the no-fly zone around Lorville. Now, I tried actually several areas with a ship in doing this with various degrees of success. Now most of the time I was unsuccessful, but in this instance I managed to actually switch off the power on my ship and get through the no-fly zone, and I actually found that there was no collision detection in this part of Lorville, and I fell right through to basically a twilight zone below. Now I did manage to actually raise my ship up and fly around part of Lorville, which is usually not accessible. Now it's something you can try yourselves around Lorville. I mostly did find that your ship does get destroyed, but you may well find other places you can actually get below the no-fly zone and explore around. Worth trying. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, and if you'd like to subscribe, please click somewhere up there. So until next time, I'll see you all sometime soon. Bye for now.